we've been on the homestead for a week and a half now. I guess it'll be, no, is that it? All the supplies delivered straight here so that we don't have to go get it from town. Kind of broken everything into phases. So we're in phase 1, which is getting on the land. We want to get a hoop house up and running so that we have a place to grow food throughout the year. One of the nice things about Arizona is the long growing season. That said, we have to be kind of careful because it does get so much sun. It gets so hot here that, and then we have some crazy winds throughout the year as well. So we'll probably be doing a lot of our personal food growing in these high tunnel hoop houses. So we'll be building our own, just one to get started. Our goal is to have, I think, 4 eventually, but maybe 5, but that's going to come in later stages. So we just want to be able to start producing food for ourselves so that we don't have to go to town to get stuff. So we're also going to be building a utility shed, which is going to house our water pump. It's going to house I think it's called the inverter and the charge controllers for the solar. I don't know the lingo just yet. I tend to mix things up, but we have to have a protected space for those things to keep them out of the elements. So that's probably going to be the next like big-ish thing that we do. It'll be hand in hand with the solar. And then we have to build a shed. So Nathan has been designing a shed, and we are hoping to get that done quickly too, because all of our stuff is still up in Utah, where we moved from, and it would be nice, number one, to have it close by so that it's like, oh, we need something, yeah, let me go find what box that's in. But also, we're paying a ridiculous amount of money to store it in Utah, and we would much rather have that money going into something that's ours instead of somebody else's pocket. So those are kind of the next big things that we're going to be working on. We also might be adding to our family. We'll see. Nothing's been decided yet, I don't think. Although, I don't know, maybe that decision was made. So Nathan, last night he went to poker night with some of the neighbors. When I say neighbors, I mean it's like neighbors, they're far. But I guess there's like 15 of them that get together and 2 tables and they play poker. I wasn't feeling well, so I stayed home, and he came back. And this morning he was like, so I may have made a $300 decision. And I'm like, okay, $300 for what? Because I mean, he was with our water guy, he was with our the two guys that are gonna do our excavating and stuff here on the land. So I'm like, okay, did you put down a deposit on something? No, he basically told one of the other guys that was there, they have puppies that we would like to get one. So we might be getting a friend for Max. We'll see. If we do, that'll be interesting. We had decided that we weren't gonna get any non-essential animals until we were kind of up and running. Chickens, that was gonna be the first step, because, well, number one, we don't have space for them. We had the opportunity, and technically still do, to buy a Scottish Highland cow, a bull. But if we buy a bull, then we need to buy a heifer, at least one heifer, if not two, to make it worth our while. The whole point of having a bull is to breed, and breeding gets us milk and meat and things like that. But we don't have any fencing up yet. We don't have anything prepared for livestock. No, you know, nothing for goats, we don't even have anything for chickens yet. We've still got to build a chicken coop for our layers, and then we want to get our fryers, which that will be a whole nother experience. But my point is, we had decided that we weren't getting any animals because about a month ago I was like, you know, let's get Max a friend. We're gonna be out on the ranch, let's just do it. And he's like, no, we're not getting any animals until we're like set up. We've got to get like the infrastructure in, we've got to get started on the greenhouse, and we've got to, you know, we got to focus on filling our freezers. So no non-essential animals, because I had the opportunity to buy a Great Pyrenees, which is what I want as our working dog. We may have just bought a German Shepherd, which will not be a working dog. It will be a family dog that happens to be good at protecting the homestead. So that'll be interesting. And yeah, I'll let you know if we end up going through with it. We certainly have the room for a dog, except that we don't, because this will be an inside-outside animal. It will be a family pet and not a working dog, which means we're gonna have a puppy in a camper that's 27 feet with another dog and 4 cats. So yeah, that's gonna be fun.